across the world, many blacks of different walks of life have excelled financially, and their possessions and wealth are quite astonishing. Amongst the 2,755 world's richest people, there are several blacks too, according to Forbes statistics. When we talk of blacks, we mean people with African or black ancestry. Forbes publishes a list of the world's richest people every year using a snapshot of financial information, including stock prices, exchange rates, and more to calculate the net worth of the richest people on Earth. According to Forbes, some black people have been featured amongst the wealthiest for several years. They include both men and women from across the world, with a handful from the great continent of Africa down to the United States of America. What makes them the richest is their field of interest. In the US, for example, the wealthiest black billionaires are in sports and entertainment. On the other hand, wealthy black billionaires in Africa mainly come from manufacturing and other types of investments. The number of richest black people in the world is still quite low, looking at their frequency in statistics given by most sources. In 2021, only 8 or 1.2% of America's 665 billionaires were black. By contrast, black people make up 12.2% of the total US population. In this video, we are going to discover the richest black people in the world by net worth according to data provided by Forbes. Before we get started, help our channel grow by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notifications so that you don't miss any new updates. Let's start. 30. Tyler Perry, United States. $1 billion. At the bottom of our list of incredibly wealthy individuals of black origin is Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a black American residing in Atlanta in the United States. The 21-year-old is engaged in movies, television, and entertainment. His net worth is $1 billion. Between 2010 and 2011, Forbes listed him as the highest paid man in entertainment. Tyler is an actor, director, producer, and screenwriter who created and performs the Masiyiwa character, a tough elderly woman. Many of his stage play films have been adapted as feature films. 29. Alexander Karp, United States. $1.1 billion. Alexander Karp is an American-based information technology billionaire. With a net worth of $1.1 billion, the 54-year-old software technician is also the co-founder and CEO of Palantir Technologies, an American software company that specializes in big data analytics. His company works with top government bodies such as the CIA and the FBI. He is identified as a white American, but his mother is an African American. 28. Mohammed Ibrahim, Sudan. $1.2 billion. 76-year-old Mohammed Ibrahim is a Sudanese billionaire businessman, philanthropist, and owner of the Mo Ibrahim Foundation. He currently lives in the United Kingdom and is one of the wealthiest people there, with a net worth of $1.2 billion. Ibrahim became a billionaire in 2005 when he sold his telecommunications company, Keltel International. 27. Othman Benjelloun, Morocco. $1.3 billion. Born in 1931 in Morocco, Othman Benjelloun is a banker and billionaire businessman with a net worth of $1.3 billion. Benjelloun is well known by many as the co-founder of the BMCE Bank and the Bank of Africa. The BMCE Bank has a presence in more than 20 African countries. He serves as the Bank of Africa's chief executive officer. In 2014, he inaugurated a $500 million plan to build the 55-story Mohammed VI Tower in Rabat. It will be one of the tallest buildings in Africa. Through his holding company Finance.com, he has a stake in the Moroccan arm of French telecom firm Orange. Finance.com is part of a project to develop a multi-billion-dollar tech city in Tangiers that is expected to host 200 Chinese companies. The 91-year-old billionaire is married to Leila Mezine Benjelloun, and he is a father of 2. 26. Jay-Z, United States. $1.4 billion. Sean Corey Carter, known professionally as Jay-Z, is a renowned American rapper, record producer, and entrepreneur who has recently made history by emerging as one of the world's richest black people. Considered the richest rapper and wealthiest music artist in the world, with a net worth of $1.4 billion. The 53-year-old artist got his wealth from the media, multiple entertainments, and self-made artistry. Together with Beyonce, they are regarded as the richest celebrity couple in the world. 25. Yousef Mansour, Egypt, $1.5 billion. Yousef Mansour is an Egyptian billionaire and listed amongst the world's richest black people. He has a net worth of $1.5 billion. He is the chairman of the family-owned Mansour Group, which is an exclusive distributor of GM vehicles and Caterpillars in Egypt and several other countries. His younger brothers, Mohammed and Yassine Mansour, are also billionaires and part owners of the Mansour Group. 24. Michael Jordan, United States, $1.7 billion. Michael Jordan is a well-known wealthy black athlete. The Black American is not only one of the most successful athletes of all time, but he is also one of the most popular people in the world. During his playing time in the NBA, he earned a sum of $90 million. His current net worth stands at $1.7 billion, a fortune he makes through endorsement deals with Charlotte Hornets and other partnerships. 23. Rihanna, United States, $1.7 billion. The famous 34-year-old American singer, Robin Rihanna Fenty, is one of the richest blacks in the African regime with a net worth of $1.7 billion. Apart from singing, which makes her very popular, she is also an actress, fashion designer, and businesswoman at Fenty Cosmetics. These activities of hers have made her raise much income, and now she features among the top 30 richest black people in the world. 22. Michiel Le Roux, South Africa, $1.8 billion. Michiel Le Roux was born in 1949 in South Africa. He is well known for his ingenious works in the South African banking sector. Le Roux is the chairman of Capitec Bank, which he founded in 2001 and owns about 11% stake. The bank has 800 branches and over 13,000 employees. Le Roux recently ran Boland Bank, which runs in Cape Town's hinterlands. His net worth is $1.8 billion. The entrepreneur is also the CEO of the microfinance company, Winfrey, which has grown from being operational in Zambia to Uganda and South Africa. 21. Aziz Akhannouch, Morocco, $2 billion. He is a Moroccan-born politician and businessman. Aziz is currently the Prime Minister of Morocco since his government took office on October 2021. Born in 1961, the dynamic billionaire is interested in the oil and gas sector, which has seen him invest heavily in this sector, raising a net worth of $2 billion. 20. Michael Lee Chin, Jamaica, $2 billion. Michael Lee Chin, nicknamed OJ, is a Jamaican-Canadian businessman, philanthropist, chairman, and CEO of Portland Holdings, a privately held investment company in Ontario, Canada. With a net worth of $2 billion, the 71-year-old businessman made his fortune through investments in financial firms like the National Commercial Bank of Jamaica and AIC Limited. Next up. 19. Kanye West, United States, $2 billion. Kanye West is a controversial musician and fashion mogul who has made the headlines recently as one of the richest black people in history. 44-year-old Kanye has a net worth of $2 billion as of 2022. His biggest business move was a lucrative apparel deal with Adidas, which propelled his net worth to $2 billion. According to Forbes, his net worth is expected to grow in the coming years with another lucrative deal with GAP. 18. Isabel dos Santos, Angola, $2 billion. Once considered Africa's richest woman, with a net worth exceeding $2 billion, Isabel dos Santos was dropped from Forbes magazine's list in January 2021 after her assets were frozen in Angola, Portugal, and the Netherlands. Despite this, the 49-year-old is still regarded as one of the richest women in the world, with a net worth of $2 billion, with most of her wealth made in investments. Isabel dos Santos is the daughter of José Eduardo dos Santos, Angola's longtime former president. 17. Koos Bekker, South Africa, $2.3 billion. Jacobus Petros Koos Bekker is a born South African, aged 70. He is currently the chairman of the media group, Naspers, the richest company in Africa. Koos Bekker is praised for transforming South African newspaper publisher, Naspers, into an e-commerce investor and cable TV powerhouse. His net worth in 2022, according to Forbes statistics, is $2.3 billion. 16. Mohamed Mansour, Egypt, $2.5 billion. Let's go back to Egypt and meet Mohamed Mansour. Mohamed Mansour is an Egyptian billionaire who features among the world's richest black people. He has a net worth of $2.5 billion. The 74-year-old businessman and former politician is the chairman of the Mansour Group, an automobile company owned by his elder brother, Yousef Mansour, who is 16th on this list. 15. Folorunsho Alakija, Nigeria, $2.5 billion. Folorunsho Alakija is Nigeria's first female billionaire. The dynamic Folorunsho is vice chair of Famfa Oil, a Nigerian oil exploration company with a stake in Agbaim oil field, a prolific offshore asset. With a current net worth of $2.5 billion, she began her professional career as an executive secretary in Lagos while simultaneously launching her own tailoring business. Her company flourished, and she went on to become the national president and a trustee for the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria. 14. Oprah Winfrey, United States, $2.6 billion. Oprah Winfrey is one of the few African-American women to make the billionaires list with a net worth of $2.6 billion. The 68-year-old media and entertainment icon was born in a modest family that was almost poverty-stricken. She ran the Oprah Winfrey Show for 25 seasons before it went off the air. Apart from being one of the richest black people in the world, Oprah has a wide audience and millions of fans from across the world. 13. Strive Masiyiwa, Zimbabwe, $3 billion. Born in Zimbabwe, the 61-year-old Strive Masiyiwa is a London-based billionaire businessman and philanthropist. He is the founder and executive chairman of the international technology group, Econet Global. His net worth stands at $3 billion. 12. Patrice Motsepe, South Africa, $3.3 billion. 60-year-old Patrice Motsepe is a South African mining magnate and owner of African Rainbow Minerals. He was among the first black men to make it to Forbes' billionaires list. Today, his net worth stands at $3.3 billion. Motsepe is the first African to sign the Bill Gates Giving Pledge. Together with his wife in 1999, he founded the Motsepe Foundation to help create new jobs and support education and the disabled. He bought low mining shafts and made them profitable. He is also the president of the Confederation of African Football and owns one of the top South African clubs, Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. 11. Naguib Sawiris, Egypt, $3.4 billion. Naguib Sawiris is an Egyptian billionaire and businessman. The renowned Egyptian business mogul has a net worth of $3.4 billion. He is the chairman of Weather Investments, a parent company, and former chairman and CEO of Orascom Telecom Holdings. He does business with several firms out of Africa. His company Orascom was the country's leading telecommunications firm 11 years ago before it merged with Vimpelcom. 10. Issad Rebrab, Algeria, $5.1 billion. Next on the list is Issad Rebrab. Issad Rebrab was born in Tegmam Azouz, Algeria in 1944. He is a successful black billionaire and businessman with a net worth of $5.1 billion, money which he raised through his business transactions. Issad Rebrab is the CEO of the Sevital Industrial Group, the largest company in Algeria, active in steel, agribusiness, and electronics. 9. Nathan Kirsch, South Africa, $5.3 billion. South African-born Nathan Kirsch is one of the richest black people in the world. Born in 1932, The billionaire businessman has a net worth of $5.3 billion obtained through his business deals at the Kirsch Group. Nathan Kirsch's group holds a majority stake in New York State Cash and carries operations on Jetro Holdings. He is also the owner of a restaurant depot and Jetro Cash and Carry. 8. David Stewart, United States. $5.8 billion. David Stewart is a 70-year-old businessman based in the United States. The renowned technology entrepreneur has a net worth of $5.8 billion. He is chairman and founder of Worldwide Technology, one of the largest African-American-owned businesses in the U.S. According to Forbes, in 2019, Stewart was one of the 13 black billionaires worldwide. 7. Robert F. Smith, United States. $6.7 billion. Robert Smith is a black American-based private investor. Aged 60, his private equity, finance, and investment businesses have made him rise to a net worth of $6.7 billion. He is the founder of Vista Equity Partners, a company that deals with enterprise software. Vista has grown to nearly $16 billion in assets since the year 2000 when it went operational. This has generated insane returns for its investors. 6. Abdulsamad Rabiu, Nigeria. $6.9 billion. Abdulsamad Rabiu was born 62 years back in Nigeria. He is a business mogul and owns about 98.5% of the BUA Cement shares. His commodity trading business has made him one of the richest black people in the world, with a net worth of $6.9 billion. Rabiu is also the chairman of the BUA Group, a Nigerian conglomerate with large investments in cement production, real estate, and sugar refining. He seems to keep close competition with Aliko Dangote. 5. Mike Adenuga, Nigeria. $7.3 billion. Mike Adenuga is a Nigerian-born entrepreneur who built his enormous fortune in mobile telecommunications and oil production. He is the founder of Globacom, the second largest mobile phone network in Nigeria, and has a net worth of $7.3 billion. With over 24 million customers in Nigeria, his company also operates in the Republic of Benin, where it recently acquired licenses to start businesses in Ghana and Ivory Coast. 4. Sheikh Mohammed Al-Amoudi, Ethiopia. $8.1 billion. Sheikh Mohammed Al-Amoudi is the third richest black person in the world with a net worth of $8.1 billion. The Ethiopian billionaire has investments in oil and mining industries in his home country, as well as in Sweden and Morocco. He has expanded his portfolio of companies into the finance, hospitality, and health sectors, employing over 70,000 people through his two primary corporations, Cordell Petroleum Holdings and Midrock. 3. Nicky Oppenheimer, South Africa. $8.7 billion. This name is the commonly used one. His real name is Nicholas F. Oppenheimer. He is a South African engaged in mining and diamond trading, a business that has earned him a net worth of $8.7 billion. He was formerly the chairman of the De Beers Diamond Mining Company. He was equally once the deputy chairman of the Anglo-American Diamond Trading Company. 2. Aliko Dangote, Nigeria. $14 billion. Second on the list is Aliko Dangote, a top-ranking black billionaire with an insane net worth of $14 billion. The Nigerian business tycoon is the richest man in Africa and has held this position for 11 years in a row. He is the owner of the eponymous Dangote Group, one of the largest private sector employers in Nigeria, as well as the most valuable conglomerate in West Africa. Dangote built his fortune primarily from his company Dangote Cement, although he started his business empire by selling commodities such as sugar, salt, and flour. Based in Nigeria, he also does business in other countries including Benin, Cameroon, Ghana, South Africa, Togo, and Zambia. Dangote Group accounts for 1/4 of businesses in the Nigerian stock exchange market. If Aliko Dangote is the second richest black person in the world, who holds the first spot on this list? For one thing, He is Africa's richest person and has held this position for more than 10 years in a row. Before we find out who the richest black person in the world is, take a second and hit the like button. At the top of our list of incredibly wealthy people of black origin, we have 1. Elon Musk, South Africa, $219 billion. Elon Reeve Musk is the richest person of black origin in the world, according to Forbes. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, Elon Musk has a net worth of $219 billion, making him not just the richest black person, but also the richest man in the world. Musk is the founder, CEO, and chief engineer at SpaceX, angel investor and product architect of Tesla, and the founder of companies such as Neuralink, Boring, and OpenAI. In addition to being all he is today, Musk was also the chief designer in building the Falcon rockets, Dragon, and Starship. Musk has had a rather successful career in the tech industry, making his first software when he was only 12 years old. His first company was called Zip2 Corporation, which he sold for $307 million in cash and $34 million in stock options, after which he co-founded X.com, which led to the creation of PayPal. In case you didn't know, now you know. The 30 richest black people in the world. According to Forbes billionaires list, Elon Musk is the new number one with a net worth of $224 billion of June 2022. In the world, he was second behind Jeff Bezos in 2021. These days, when Musk isn't busy trying to nuke Mars, he is showing up on your TV. Either he's being interviewed or he's being exactly as funny as you'd expect a tech billionaire to be. Who's your favorite billionaire on the list? Let us know by leaving a comment down below. If you like lists like this, you should click on the video on the screen and check out our list of the top 25 richest companies in Africa. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to our channel to ensure a steady delivery of our content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.